it's CJ!
That's me, CJ the Lego guy.
Hey everyone, CJ here. Hope you all doing well. With the release of the trailer for Venom 3: The Last Dance, which came out yesterday as the day I'm recording this, I decided to do a small little breakdown video on it. But wait a second. Feel like something's up. Hey, what the...
Much better. So where were we? Oh yeah, right, the Venom 3 trailer. So let's jump right into the trailer and break it down scene by scene, and I'll give my final thoughts at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Also, what do you think about the Venomized voice? Is it too high or too low? Let me know down in the comments section down below.
Or would you rather I have the echo voice? Or, no effect at all.
So yeah, it's really apparent and obvious that this is going to take place right after the No Way Home after credit scene, where Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock is seemingly teleported back to his home universe, which is most likely this one, seeing as though he's back in Mexico as we last saw him back in the after credit scene of Let There Be Carnage. So naturally, we continue with the story here. And we can of course tell that seeing as though he's wearing the exact same outfit from both scenes, so it's pretty funny that it's just within the span of a few years, we literally just follow his story within 10 minutes to an hour. Still pretty great to see that we still get our little comedic bits within this iteration of Venom, which I understand so many people, that's the reason why so many people are deterred from this whole Venom trilogy. Oh my, I can't believe we have a trilogy of Venom movies, actually. But yeah, that's one thing that I do find interesting about this iteration, where the comic, or the comedic factors of all three movies kind of gives this iteration of Venom its charm, I feel like. Which is understandable why so many people don't like it, but I find it pretty funny. Plus, the scene was super awesome too, what with him teaming up with the dogs that he just rescued, which I feel like they're most likely going to join him later. Ooh, can we see Venom dogs later? And then also when they do that team up Power Ranger super kick, I thought that was super funny. Maybe that's just me, but to each their own about how they feel about the comedy and use within these Venom movies. Mordo, is that you? As much as my mind went racing along with everyone else, thinking that since Chiwetel Ejiofor, I believe that's how you pronounce his name, since we saw him playing this new character within the Venomverse in this movie, we're like, oh, no way, multiverse stuff. But it is definitely confirmed that it's not Mordo, because he definitely has a name of a character that I wasn't very familiar with the Venom comics, but he is definitely not Mordo. This is not a multiverse thing, which kind of sucks because this bartender, as we remember, is from the previous after credit scene that we talked about in No Way Home, but that was in Earth 616, and as we learned from Spider-Verse, these Venom movies are in a completely different universe, so is this an entire retcon? Or are we actually exploring the multiverse here with these characters? Or I doubt that it was just Venom moving around within the same universe, because then why would he have that whole universal glow teleporting thing around him in the after credit scene? None of this makes sense, but hopefully it does once the movie drops. And hopefully it's really not a retcon, because then that would just go to show that whenever someone in a big film franchise industry like Marvel and Star Wars, whenever they come up with an idea and they're like, okay, I did my part, now I'm going to hand this story on to the next director. And they're like, cool, I'm going to do something that does what you did. Hopefully that's not the case, but we shall see. Also, glad we get to see the bartender again after all this time. Can't wait to know his name so I don't have to just call him the bartender all the time. Bet he's going to be super funny. And then we get to see, hey, it's Mrs. Chen. We're all glad to see Mrs. Chen back in the movies, because of course you can't have a Venom movie without her. Last time we saw her was actually in the Spider-Verse movie, when we found out what number this universe was, which is a number that I don't remember, but it's cool to see. Not only is she chilling out in Vegas, but she's also looking good as well. She's got this nice dress and stuff, and we play a little bit of the James Bond thing, since Eddie's on the run, he's got a suit on. It's pretty sweet to see Mrs. Chen have such a great and fun time during this finale movie of the Venom trilogy. It's also kind of cute that they get some time to have this sweet little dance between the three of them, Mrs. Chen, Venom, and Eddie. Can't wait to see how fun and goofy this scene will be once it plays out in the movie. And hopefully it's not one of those comedic bits where you have a nice fun time between the characters before something bad happens, like when the army just jumps in and ruins the whole fun. Can't wait to see the scene though. Naturally, we see the return of Officer Mulligan, but he's also under custody or at least quarantined by the Life Foundation, which, seeing as though they're trying to capture all of these different symbiotes, learn more about them, they would naturally get Officer Mulligan. But the most interesting thing is we're obviously going to get Toxin, but not only that, it's highly speculated that we're most likely going to get all the other named symbiotes like Lasher, Thrasher, Prancer, and oh wait, no, those are reindeer. But like Phage and all the other ones as well. I was about to say Scream, but I forgot that was the last movie. But yeah, it's going to be super cool that, yeah, pretty much since this is the last movie of the trilogy, it's understandable that the creative team is just like, all right, let's just throw in all of the named symbiotes. Why not? Just go all out. It's going to be super awesome once we see all of them together, and plus with all the color schemes, it's going to look pretty cool on screen. So here's where the next part of the debate gets super wacky, and the speculation is honestly really fun, but yeah, here it goes. So basically, I, along with so many people, think that because we see the actor for Dr. Connors in the TASM universe here, and especially this little boy with his family, especially what seems to be his aunt, everyone comes to the conclusion that this is a alternate universe, Doc Connors and Kid Peter with Aunt May, which would definitely be pretty wild if this is definitely those characters within this universe of the, I was about to say Spider-Verse, in this MCU multiverse, that this is these iterations within the Venom universe. It's very much possible that this is just a bait and switch, and these are just regular people, just regular wacky family that Eddie Brock is chilling out with as he's on the run, and they take him in until, trouble finds him and they get in trouble, as we see later on during the boat sequence. But yeah, what do you think about this theory? Let me know down in the comment section down below. I want to believe that, but I doubt that they're going to include multiverse stuff in this movie, seeing as though we're already going to get the multiversal movie in Deadpool and Wolverine, which I didn't cover a video on it, but maybe if there's another trailer, maybe I will. Or, just make a review video. We shall see. Oh, sick, we're getting Transformers, Bog! I'm just kidding. Jokes aside, this is the part of the trailer where it's very much clear that more symbiotes from their planet are coming down to Earth, because I guess they're definitely diving into the hive mind aspect of the Venom storyline that was teased in both movies, I believe, especially the first one, with Riot trying to get to the planet. But now that they're actually coming here, oh boy, especially with all the symbiotes that are already here, things are about to get crazy. About to have like some kind of Venom war or something like that, or symbiote war. Be very exciting to see what we get once all the symbiotes are all assembled. Then it came time for the trailer when they showed off the big new, ugly, gross-looking splooge symbiote sub-boss that is this thing, this monster. Look at it! It's scary! It's so creepy, it's so gross, and so wet. But oh, it's so gross. And when I first saw it, I literally had the same reaction as Venom. Monster had me like, ah! This part of the trailer after the explosion has some heavy implications that, yep, we're definitely going to see not only one death scene, but most likely more than one, which is definitely heartbreaking, especially when we see Tom Hardy with this, face of just utter defeat and depression and sorrow. Oh man, this scene has so many implications to it, but yeah, we'll definitely see if Eddie's on that list or not, or if the family or whoever is close to him in this story, who knows exactly what's going on in this scene and why he's so sad. But yeah, we're definitely not going to be comedically light throughout the whole movie. There's definitely going to be scenes of just utter sorrow and seriousness. For sure. We shall see what happens next. How could I almost forget the majestic symbiote horse, the Venom horse? This looks so cool. A lot of people did make the parallel to when I forgot the former Ghost Rider's name, but in Ghost Rider, when the older Ghost Rider gets up on his horse, when Sam Elliott gets up on his horse and turns his horse into a flaming horse, that was super awesome. But only that, Venom taking over his horse and just venomizing it is actually pretty cool and radical, especially when it's running at high speed and it's acting like a dog with the tongue in the wind. That was pretty funny stuff. This is clearly near the beginning of the movie, seeing as though we see Eddie in his vibing out outfit from the previous after credit scenes that we talked about, but I can't wait to see this scene in full context, and hopefully there's more to it than what the trailer shows, because this scene is really funny, and especially this concept too. Love it. And so yeah, that's the end of the Venom The Last Dance trailer. And overall, I'm not overly excited for the movie, to be honest, but I understand why some people will already call it mid, seeing as though it's not too much excitement to it. Like, there's still some things to look forward to within it, like all the symbiotes, and of course, like all the little, like, bits with Mrs. Chen and how the storyline ends, especially with Eddie and Venom. But overall, I'd still want to see it as well. I just want to see if if I'll like it better than the second movie. Granted, I've only seen that one once, and I've seen Venom a couple times, but it's still nice to know that Venom gets 3 movies, which is a lot better than some other movies that only got 1. But, yeah. Overall, I'm just excited to see it do okay, to do fine. For it, that's all I just hope for it. Bless you. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts on the Venom movie. Looking forward to how this interesting story of this Venom iteration comes to an end. But with that, this video also comes to an end too. And I just wanted to thank you all for watching through to the end. And if you did want to drop a like and consider subscribing to the channel if you're new and checking out some of my other content too, especially my Spider-Man 2 gameplay videos. And hey, never forget that your help is not only very much appreciated, but that you're awesome for it too. Let's get that subscriber count continuing up and up, for your help is so dear to me. But yep, I'm Venomized CJ, and I'll see you next time. And based off your responses on the Venomized voice quote-unquote filter, we'll see if I keep it on for the next time that I use this little version of my avatar. But for that, I'll see you next time, especially in the next video, which will hopefully come out later this week, if I don't procrastinate. But yep, with that, see you guys next time, and hope that everyone continues to have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye bye for now.